trying to clean out this. Hopefully that's better. Trying to clean this camera real quick. I got this can. Hold on. Sorry about that. I'm trying to clean this camera real quick. Hopefully it's not too bad. Shalom, family. Shalom. Good seeing everyone. Okay, hold on. There, that's better. I did. I used my shirt. Thank you. Finger wasn't working. Yeah, man. I said just wanted to come on real quick. You said we see them doing many things. I said the Most High is working in all these different aspects of life. You know, I said he's using, you know, entertainment. He's using these basketball playoffs. I said, and it's a beautiful thing. You know, I was checking out that game yesterday, a little bit of that game with the Nets and the Celtics, and we already know, you know, how a lot of those fans are in Boston. But I was checking out Kyrie's actions, you know, and the thing is you got to understand, like, this is all spiritual, you know. Just yesterday was supposedly a resurrection day. Remember, all of a sudden now it's not Easter anymore. Now it's resurrection day because they got found out about how Easter's pagan, how Easter is just, you know, Ishtar and, you know, and you're worshiping fertility. So they had, instead of changing the whole thing or admitting that, you know, they're worshiping other gods, they went ahead and just said, all right, we'll just call it resurrection day. We'll do all the same activities. You still get the rabbit and eggs and everything else, you know. And I was just looking at social media and, you know, you just, like when it says, is the Most High going to find any people when he comes back that are like in the truth, that, you know, are going to understand what's going on? Is he going to find any faith in the lambs when he comes back? And you sit here and just look at all these people putting up all these posts yesterday about, you know, happy Easter, happy resurrection day. And I'm like, man, I know you. I said, you don't post anything religious. You haven't posted anything religious since I've known you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I look at people's posts and stuff like that, and it's just like, you know, all of a sudden now, well, CEOs, Christmas, Easter only, all of a sudden they're taking churches, they're taking pictures in front of the church, taking photos in front of the church, posting all that up like they're super religious. And, you know, I'm just like, wow, you know, just the hypocrisy, you know, of it all. I'm like, hey, I have more respect for someone who's religious on a consistent basis because they're actually chasing after the Most High. They're actually, they know that there's a higher power. They might be, you know, they might be wrong as far as what they're doing or whatever else, but I can have more respect for you if I know that whatever religion you're in, you're consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? But these people who just show up once or twice a year, taking their selfies, you know, taking their selfies or whatever else in front of the church, you know, and trying to put that up on social media, you know, oh, he is risen. Oh, I'm, you know, super strong Christian, super strong Catholic. Well, I'm like, okay, well, yesterday was Easter, and you know, it's supposed to be some super religious day or whatever else for people, for the vast majority of the people. So, you know, at that game when Kyrie was playing, those dudes were letting him have it. You know, they were saying all types of stuff. You know, I played sports, I played ball in college and stuff like that. And these people, you know, it's like if they feel like if they pay to go in to a sporting event, that they can say whatever the hell they want to say. You know, they can do pretty much whatever the hell they want to do. They can say whatever they want to say, and you can't respond. And see, really, that goes back to the Bible. You see what I'm saying? All this stuff is all spiritual. You know, and what it is like, okay, we're on our blessing. That's what these guys are thinking. That's what these Gentiles are thinking. We're in our blessing. We can say whatever the hell we want to say. we can do whatever the hell we want to do. And it's your job, since you're under these curses, to just take whatever the hell it is we say, take, whatever we want to do to you, and don't complain about it. Just take it. We're giving you this money to entertain us. So part of that entertainment is we can say whatever the hell it is we want to say to you. You see what I'm saying? So that's all part of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. That's all part of these curses. That's all part of these blessings. These blessings is like, they can give us money and they can do whatever it is they want to do. And that's what's been going on. I remember, the movie 42 with Jackie Robinson. And I remember a part, I think he says, like, we don't want you to fight back. So pretty much they just let these people they wanted someone, like, it's stronger for you to just let these people talk about you, and you don't respond. That's what they want. I was just, sitting here just listening to these people, and it's like they always get Jake out there. I was listening to a little bit of Shannon Sharp this morning on his, I think, Undisputed show, and he's like, well, yeah, I know that, I get why he did that, but his response was wrong. His response was, okay. Him responding back is the problem. Not the fact that these people can come in, talk to you however the hell they want to, and they get away with that. But your response is the issue. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just it just shows you the hypocrisy of this place. They want Martin Luther King. They don't want Malcolm X. And I just wanted to kind of just have an opportunity for us to kind of just talk about that, because like I said, it all goes back to scripture. It all goes back to the blessings and the cursing. You see what I'm saying? Like, think about America. When did America allow people to talk to them like that? See, when they were going through their blessings, if what do they even do now? If they go tell a country, hey, we want you, exactly what they're doing to who is it? India, East India. Okay, we want you guys to denounce what's going on with Russia. We want you guys to denounce what's going on over there in Russia, what they're doing to Ukraine. We want you guys to denounce that. You know what I'm saying? And India's like, nah, we're not going to do that. Oh, okay. Oh, you're not going to do what we say? How about these sanctions then? You get these sanctions, how about that? So they go to somebody else. Okay, we want you guys to do this. You're going to tell us no? Okay, how about these sanctions then? And if these sanctions don't work, we're going to come in and we're going to change your government. We're going to export some freedom to your country. You see, so like America doesn't like it when, people don't listen to them. And if people say things negative about them, like other countries, they go in on them. But us as a people are like, you guys need to just take whatever it is that these people say to you. Don't say anything back. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't let us say whatever it is we want to say to you. It's only a problem if you respond. Be the bigger man. Take the high road. That's what Shannon Sharp was talking about. You need to take the high road. Now, man, it gets to a point where that's the issue. America's never taken the high road. If they don't get what they want, they go in on people. You see what I'm saying? So that just shows you like where we're at. And like I said, the Most High, it made Kyrie say, y'all want us to be humble and docile. And that's exactly what y'all been wanting the whole time. You want us to be humble and docile. And that's exactly what you got. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what you guys got. You got the vast majority of our people, very docile, don't think for themselves. And that's why, like, when you bring the truth to them, you bring out this truth to people, it's like they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear this truth because they're very docile. They're very comfortable. You see what I'm saying? And, march and sing, exactly, right? I said, they're very, and it's like, Kyrie said, nah, those days are over. Or, he didn't say that. He said, nah, F that, And it's like, they still think that they're in their blessing. They still think that, you guys just need to just shut up and dribble. Just like they told LeBron. Say, LeBron got all this money. You know, he tried to go out there and run his mouth and say something, and the news people would be like, oh, just shut up and dribble. Just shut up and entertain us. That's your job. You take this money that you got. I know you think you're somebody, but to us, you're nobody. Just shut up and dribble. And the pretty much just shut up and entertain me. That's all you're here for. You see what I'm saying? And that's exactly what they've been wanting us to do. You know, they said, you know, and that's how it always has been. Just like, you know, now we're bringing out this truth. You know, we're bringing out this truth. And I mean, even the whole thing with Easter yesterday, you know, sitting here looking at all these people that are going out and, you know, celebrating Easter, you know, and calling it Resurrection Day. He is risen. And like I said, we did that video yesterday. All that is y'all don't want to pay for your sins. You don't want to pay for the sins of your fathers. Even though in the scriptures, it talks about how we have to pay. We had to pay for the sins of our fathers. The Hebrews had to pay for the sins of our fathers. And that's why we find ourselves in the state that we're in. But you guys, as the Gentile nations, seem to think that you don't have to pay for the sins of your fathers. And you've made up a whole religion that pretty much allows that, you know, that teaches that you don't have to pay for the sins of your father. You know, yeah, Ohio player, right? I was listening to him and running his mouth, you know, and it's just like, you can just tell, oh, old boy's paid off, man. You know, I said, oh, old boy, just like, okay, it's like, here's your script. Here's your script, Shannon. Here's your script, okay? This is what you're gonna say. I'm like, oh, you know, yeah, you know, he can. Yeah, we know they say all these things. I played sports, but you just gotta take the high road. And that's how it's always been. It's like you gotta take the high road so that you can get paid. You know, we've all had to, you know, take the high road over the course of our lives. You know, I said that's just been how it's been. You know, because we were going through our punishment. And it's all set up so that they can enjoy their blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's what this whole society has been about. Them getting the opportunity to enjoy their blessings. And like I said, and what Kyrie said is so true. You guys have just been wanting all of our people to pretty much be docile and humble. But you other nations have not been docile or humble. I just remember what they would say. I think the Israelis did this, and I'm sure the Americans did the same thing. If you kill one of mine, I'm going to kill 100 of yours. If you kill one of my soldiers, we're going to kill 100 of yours. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, where's the forgiveness? Where's the love? Where's the, you know, you being a little more docile? You know what I'm saying? Where's all of that? Where's the you being a little more humble? You see what I'm saying? Like, you guys don't do that. You guys don't take mess from anybody. When you guys were in your blessing, y'all didn't take mess from anybody. America doesn't take mess from anybody. The European nations didn't take mess from nobody. If anybody stood up against you guys were quick to put them in their place. You see what I'm saying? But a guy on a basketball court can just be yelled at, called every name in the book, talk about his wife, talk about his kids, talk about whatever, and you're told to just take it. I like that, Ali, if you kill my dog, you better hide your cat. Right? You see what I'm saying? So it's like the hypocrisy, you know, of this whole situation is just, I mean, it's like, it's right in front of your face. You know? Like I said, so when Kyrie said that, that just made me think of, you know, it just made me think of the truth, you know, and it made me just think about how the Most High is exposing these people. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he'll get fined for his actions. I'm sure Kyrie's going to get fined for his actions, you know, and it's like, but a lot of people are going to come out and say, oh, well, he handled that wrong. He handled it, you know, wrong. I said, but they never say anything about the things that the fans say. They never say anything. Like, I was like, oh, so they paid a couple G's to be able to sit here and say whatever they want. You see what I'm saying? It's like just the hypocrisy of all of it is just absolutely amazing. And that's what they want. They want us to continue to be docile. They want us to continue to not think for ourselves. They want us to continue to, you know, just pretty much accept their narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like the whole thing with history. You know, we're talking about the original Aboriginal. I've been seeing people, they've been trying to saw some shirts with the original founding fathers, and they show these Native Americans, you know, that they portray as Native Americans. You know, and it's like, hold on, man. If you guys have lied to us about absolutely everything, how in the hell am I supposed to just believe anything that you guys tell me? But see, a docile person will just believe everything because, you know, it's in their nature, it's in their spirit to let the Gentiles lead them, to let the Gentiles, you know, lead them to whatever, and believe anything and everything that they say and not think for themselves. That's all part of being, you know, docile. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, so it's like, I'm supposed to accept the fact that you called me African American. You know, I'm supposed to accept the fact that you said you brought all of us over here from Africa. I'm supposed to accept the fact that none of us were here. You see what I'm saying? But see, if you're docile the way they've been trying to get you to be, you won't think for yourself. You won't think like, hold on, why do I need a whole religion that's all about me not having to pay for my sins? You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, they make it seem like all of us have been, you know, pretty much confederate with them and doing all this dirt. Like, hold on, we didn't do all this dirt. I says, we're not responsible for going around raping, robbing, murdering everybody in the whole world. I said, we're not responsible for that. So we're already paying for our sins. Most High's already, you know, having us pay, going through our punishment, serving our sentence. So then who is this religion for? Who is this religion for that needs to pretty much have all of their sins forgiven because they got so many sins and they haven't paid for them yet? See, that's all part of that. That's all part of their religion. You know, they haven't paid for their sins. They know they haven't paid for their sins. They know that there's a bill due. They know that they're going to have to pay it. But in order to be able to enjoy what little time left they have, you know, in this matrix, they got to come up with a religion that all they got to do is say Jesus, and all their sins are forgiven. And while we're at it, we'll get you guys to come to our churches and get on these ley lines and pray for us as well, just like they did with Enoch, so that we can try to get some mercy, because we know the Most High is not hearing us, but he'll hear you. So if I can trick you into praying for us, then, you know, maybe we can get some mercy that way. You see what I'm saying? You know, so like I said, so the Most High is exposing these people in so many different areas of life. But that's what you have to just have your spiritual eyes open to see how this is going. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can see that just the whole thing with Kyrie, the whole situation with all year with Kyrie, the way that people have been reacting to his decision all year long. And then right now, just sit there and just, you know, for them to do whatever they were saying, you know, and then the problem is his response. That seems to always be the issue, right? With us as a people. It isn't what they do to us, it's how we respond to it. They're always trying to control our response to situations. You see what I'm saying? Oh, it's okay if we shoot one of your people down, but how are you going to respond? It's okay if the cops shoot you down again, you know, cold blood, you don't have any weapons, whatever else. They could have tased you. Oh, I'm sorry. I pulled my gun instead of my taser. I couldn't tell the difference. And then they get off from that. Oh, it was an accident. You know what I'm saying? So, but the problem is, it's not their actions, it's our response. You see what I'm saying? Like, that always seems to be the issue, is our response. And they're always telling us how we need to respond. You know, and that's how it always has been. You know, so, and like I said, but that's the Most High. That's why you got to look for this truth in all different aspects, all different facets of life, because the Most High is working everywhere. He's working through everyone. So the Most High is, you know, he's exposing the ones that are trying to keep you docile. He's exposing the ones that are trying to keep you to say you have to be humble and docile when they never have been. Like I said, you guys show me a time when you guys, you know, the other nations have been humble and docile. Show me a time when you guys have, instead of the first thing is to go after and attack your enemies, how about, loving them with kindness the way you tell us to? You always tell us to, oh, if they do something wrong to you, just love them so hard that they can't, that they just know that, they can't do any harm to you, that they just have to love you back. So if they smack you one cheek, smack your right cheek, give them the left as well. You see what I'm saying? But they don't follow any of that. And that's why, like, I look at a lot of people that are, associates or people that I know, acquaintances, and they're Catholic, and they're going to this Catholic church, and they always talk about the Father and how humble he is and how, godly he is. And I'm like, do you know the history of this, of this organization? Do you know the history of this Catholic church? Do you know the fact that hundreds of millions, if not billions of people, they're responsible for killing? Do you understand that? So you going to that organization, you going and celebrating Ishtar is pretty much just going in hand with the death of the Most High's chosen people. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what you guys, but see, that's what they put these weak, timid looking priests out there, to make it look like, they're so godly, but their history they hide from you. Go get, we'll go back and look at those videos about the dogs of the conquest. Exactly, Joseph. Dogs of the conquest. Start looking at about the histories about the Inquisition. I said, those are the same people that are here today. They come back in these, in these different bodies, same spirits coming back over and over again. So those spirits are still here. Those spirits that are responsible for the death and destruction of our people, who had no problem, with passing Dum Diversas, and they still do it. There's Dum Diversas is still in effect. You see what I'm saying? So Dum Diversas is still in effect. So don't sit here and put some sweet looking priest and pastors, all dressed up, all nice and whatever else, trying to show themselves to be humble and docile, when those organizations are responsible for the deaths of hundreds of millions, if not billions, of our people. And they're also responsible for, pushing like, oh, being humble and docile is really is next to godliness. All the while, behind closed doors, they've been responsible for the raping, robbing, murdering of our people, and they're the ones that come up with the laws that pretty much sanction all of that. You see what I'm saying? Like, it just shows you the is that how ridiculous these people are, the hypocrisy of it all. So like I said, I wasn't gonna do a live this morning, but then I was listening to that this morning. And, I get these feelings like something is touching me, and like I can feel something's here touching me. And so it's kind of like when I was thinking about it, kind of let me know, go live and talk to the people, go live and give the people an opportunity to have this discussion this morning. So that's exactly what we did. Get those little goosebumps. Get those goosebumps is like, hey, go live, have an opportunity for the people to come together and talk and get an understanding. Like, hey, people are going to look at it from a very carnal point of view. They're going to look at the thing with Kyrie from a very carnal point of view. They're going to look at it as a basketball game and this and that. But his response and what he said after the game was all part of prophecy. It's all part of showing you where we are at this time. How the prophecy, how the society still wants us to react like MLK. They still want us to be like Martin Luther King. They still think that they are in their blessing. They still think that we are here just to serve them as they enjoy their blessing. That's all they care about. They don't care about us. They just care about using us to entertain them. They care about using us to entertain them. They're used to us letting us say whatever it is that they want to say to us, and then we don't respond back. See, us not responding back then allows them to continue on with the lie. Even if we bring out this truth and bring this information, I said most of us are going to ignore it, which is okay, not a problem. But the ones that are being awakened are going to have an opportunity to hear another perspective. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to get another perspective. The vast majority of the so-called black people are going to be like, oh yeah, well, I know that the fans were saying this and that, but he handled it wrong. He should have did this. He should have been a bigger man. He should have taken the high road. Well, when you start showing me them taking high roads, When you start showing me how the Gentiles, are humble and docile, not just these sweet looking priests and pastors they put out here. I said they put them out there to give you that effect that being docile and humble is close to godliness. Okay, but we know that the true Israelites were no joke. The true people, men and women of the Most High, were no joke. When the Most High says, he told Saul, when you go in there, you kill everyone. You kill men, women, children, animals, everything. And he didn't do it. And Most High said, Samuel went in there. Didn't I tell you what to do? You didn't do it. Now you're going to lose your kingdom. See, they don't want you to know about those kinds, of histories of our people. Judith going in there, using one of our beautiful sisters to go in there and cut the head off of Holofernes, which brought fear and terror to the other nations. That's why they push that whole humble and docile BS, because they don't want you to know about your true history. Like when all of those hundreds of thousands of the Hamites came against the 12 tribes after Simeon and Levi destroyed that one city for raping Dinah. And and their advisors told them, you're not coming to fight against these 50 to 100 men. You're coming to fight against their power. And that all of you, 600,000, 700,000 of you that are here to fight are pretty much gonna get it handed to you. So it'd be best if you just went ahead and took your butts home, because you ain't gonna get any, you're not gonna get anything here. You're not gonna get a victory here. So that's why they teach you to be humble and docile, because they don't want you to know that is your history. And those are the people that they are very afraid are going to be awakened at this point. All praise is the Most High Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother. Who is wisdom? Who is the Holy Spirit? Acknowledgement to Yahweh Shai. Shalom, family.